Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Yuki Rolisa, you can call me Yuki, and I'm from class F, and I am a member of the first group of this subject. And now I want to continue explain about the material about instructional system. And my part is adapting the content of the instructional games. Most of the teacher do not design the new instructional games. They often adapt existing games by changing the subject matter while retaining the game structure. And then there are some sample of the adaptation the instructional games. As one is safety tic-tac-toe. In this game, use 3x3 grid. Each row represents a place where safety rules pertain to home, school, and street. Each column represents the level of question difficulty. And then the next there are spelling rummy. In spelling rummy, using alphabet card instead of regular playing card, player attempts to spell short word following the general rules of rummy. So in this game, the learners give the opportunities to spelling the words. And then there are reading concentration. This game uses about a dozen match picture word of flashcard. In this game, the learners to give opportunity to be more concentration to match a picture and the word. And then the next there are word bingo. In this game, to give the learner opportunity to learn about the vocabulary word. And then the next there are simulation. In adapting the content of the instructional games. What is a simulation? It's an abstraction or simplification of some real-life situation or process. In simulation, there are advantage and limitation. The advantage of simulation, this one is realistic, and then soft and simplified. What is realistic? The prime advantage of simulation is that they allow practice of real world skill under conditions similar to those in real life. And then for soft, a learner can practice risk activity, for example, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, without risk injury to themselves or to others. And then for simplified, simulation are intended the essential feature of situation without dwelling on detail that might be distressing, or too complex for the learner's current level of understanding. And then for limitation, the limitation of simulation, there are two. As one is time consuming, and then for two is oversimplification. And then the integration simulation, including role play, are particular with suited for the following. As one is training in motor skill, and then two, instructional in social interaction and human relation. And then the next there are simulation and problem-based learning. In problem-based learning, the learner is led towards understanding principle through grappling with a problem situation. In simulation and problem-based learning, there are simulators and role play. In simulator, competencies in the motor skill domain require practice under condition of high feedback, which give learners to feel of the action. And then for the role play is the act of imitating the character and behavior of someone who is different from yourself. For example, as a training exercise. And then the next, there are programmed instruction. Programmed instruction was chronologically the first instruction system and is an explicit application of principle of learning theory of current condition or reinforcement theory. And then in programmed instruction, there are simulation games. In simulation games, the integration of the simulation of the instructional simulation games are found in curriculum application that require both the repetitive skill practice associated with games and the reality context associated with simulation. And then the next, there are cooperative simulation games. In cooperative simulation games, there are some advantage and limitation. As one is advantage of cooperative simulation games is self-parsing. And then the next, there are practice and feedback. And then the next, reliable and effective. And for limitation of cooperative simulation games, as one is program design. And then the next is tedious. In program design, in cooperative simulation games, as some program material are poorly designed and have little value. And then for tedious, the repetition of the same cycle and plowing through an endless series of small steps takes the attention and patience of many students. Okay. The next, there are programmed tutoring. In programmed tutoring also have some advantage and some limitation, and also have integration to program this tutoring. Okay, the advantage of programming tutoring as one is self-pacing. It is same with the cooperative simulation games. And then the next, there are practice and feedback. This is also same with the cooperative simulation games. And then social reinforce. And the next, there are reliable and effective. And then the program tutoring also have limitation. The limitation of program tutoring is labor intensive. Program tutoring depends on the availability of volunteer tutors. In school, tutors usually done by peers, older students, or time and expertise. And then for the second of the limitation of program tutoring, there are development costs. The success of program tutoring depend on the design of the tutoring guides. Their development requires an investment of time and expertise. And then for the integration of the program tutoring, in using program tutoring, keep in mind that research consistently indicate that tutor also learn from tutoring, so give everyone a chance to be a tutor. Okay, I think that's all for my explanation about this material, about this part. I think thank you for your attention and see you.